Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about activated charcoal. I don't believe I made a video about activated charcoal. And as always, this is not medical advice, so please check with alternative healing practitioner or with your MD. So activated charcoal is used a lot when people are dealing with chronic illness like Lyme, mold, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia. It's just discussed a lot in the health community. And for me, I suffer from mold toxicity and Lyme disease. So I've used activated charcoal a lot of times, and I'm just going to share like the general uses of activated charcoal that you see everywhere and the uses that I, as someone who has chronic illness, use activated charcoal for, and also when not to use activated charcoal because sometimes it can be um, detrimental instead of useful. So activated charcoal is used generally for bloating, for gas. Uh, some people use it for hangover. If someone consume a lot of alcohol, they can use activated charcoal just to avoid alcohol poisoning. It is used for toxins because it has a negative charge, so it attracts the positive charge, and most toxins have a positive charge. So it attracts poisons, it attracts heavy metals, and any toxins in the body. It's not like 100 proof, it doesn't attract all types of toxins, and also but it's very useful in clearing toxins out of the body. And I've used it personally when I consumed something I shouldn't have consumed, and it worked. um, it's also used for teeth whitening. A lot of people use it for toothpaste remedies. And as a general detox, it's just an overall detox supplement. Some people use it for mold toxins because activated charcoal also absorbs mold toxins. For me, as someone who has chronic illness, activated charcoal is a useful supplement. It's not as like a cure-all for all types of toxins. It is very useful. It does remove toxins from the body, but it's not something that will eradicate mold out of the body. But I do use it just when I feel like I have like a very intense healing crisis, or if I'm using supplements or using herbs and I feel very toxic, I would use activated charcoal, and it's very useful for that. The problem with activated charcoal is it cannot be used for a long term because it's very depleting, and I guess I talked about that in a different video. It can deplete your body, and if you're already sick, say if you're someone who is sick and you have fatigue, you're also experiencing dizziness, you experience sometimes vertigo, you have vision issues, taking activated charcoal for long periods of time is very depleting because it depletes yin energy, and that can become, it might become dangerous, but what I would say, it's not useful in the long term. Even if it's not dangerous, you know how people who have uh, chronic Lyme and mold, sometimes the disease affect you physically, emotionally, and mentally as well. And if you become very depleted, you can go to the stages of becoming afflicted mentally and emotionally. Uh, the times I use activated charcoal, like I said, is when the healing crisis is very intense and I feel like I'm killing a lot of the microbes and I need something to just take that out and remove the toxins. Another issue with activated charcoal is it can cause constipation, and constipation is very dangerous when you have lots of toxins and when you're killing mold or you're killing bacteria. So you have to drink a lot of water. And I find even when I drink a lot of water with activated charcoal, I still causes constipation. So you have to pulse it. You have to take it like a few days and then stop for like a few days or a week, depending on what you're going through. And then you have to take it again, but you have to drink a lot of water. And it won't hurt if you also use um, herbs that move the stomach, like slippery elm, like sienna leaves, uh, like trifala, and I would put the herbs in the description below under the video. But you have to use combination sometimes, or even if you use like activated charcoal, but then you use like vitamin C, so you can move the bowels and just release all these toxins. Because constipation is a big issue. You don't want be you don't want to be constipated when you have toxins and mold and Lyme that you have to deal with. So overall, this is a great supplement. It does clear toxins out of the body, but you have to use it with caution because it's very powerful. And like I mentioned, the side effects sometimes can make the situation worse. So you have to use it with caution. So if you've used activated charcoal or you have another binder, sometimes activated charcoal is called the binder because the activated charcoal, bentonite clay, and other binders, they bind toxins, so they call them binders. So if you use activated charcoal or you use other binders, please share them down. And if you have tips on how to remove toxins, if you know about like other binders that have worked for your situation, please share them under the video and see you guys on the next video. Bye.